Hello, my name is Nancy Bravo. I am one of the Spanish teachers here at Clifton for our dual immersion students from Monroe. First of all, if you're new to my class, welcome. If I previously taught your son or daughter, welcome back. I'm happy to have them again. So students come to us from Monroe and are placed in grade level groups. They move through from 6th to 8th grade, and the topics in our classes increase in difficulty and in complexity as they go from 6th to 8th grade. And our end goal is that students are ready to be placed in advanced placement Spanish when they're in 9th grade. I know that for those of you who are parents of 6th graders, that feels really far away, but that is the goal that we're working towards, that every student is prepared for advanced placement Spanish with the amount of support that we're able to provide. The way that we are able to prepare students for high levels of high school Spanish is by enforcing the expectation that English is not spoken in the class during our dual immersion periods, and this is to maintain the expectation that was established at the early elementary grades and all the way through to the end, that they're using the time in class to practice their Spanish. To help students use the Spanish in the class, I do want to communicate that excessive use of English will result in a negative impact to the grade up to 20%. Students don't typically have a huge problem with this, and if they're speaking a lot of English, I will of course reach out to you to address it early on. But this is not typically a problem, as students are pretty enthusiastic and excited to learn and ready to use the language all the time. Another expectation, especially important this year, since we're not having in-person classes in the near future, is that students are using the opportunities that they're given in class to collaborate with their peers and also to speak and to stay on topic. In our live lessons through Zoom, we're going to be using the breakout room feature quite often and have already been doing that really well with all of the kids. They get separated out into groups of 2 to 4 depending on the assignment and work together to create projects or to have dialogues or debates or something similar. And in those groups, I'm also able to pop in and provide a little bit more individualized instruction. So it's a great opportunity for students to use that Spanish in appropriate settings with their friends and peers. I ask that students bring a positive effort and are ready to try and are ready to make mistakes and are ready to accept correction and make an effort, and that they're also being supportive and patient, especially in the Zoom environment where that interaction might be a little bit more limited. I really beg of you to encourage your child to keep those cameras on at all times unless they're having buffering or technical issues that require them to shut it down to save some internet. This is to help me read those visual cues about when I'm able to move forward, and also just to monitor for attendance, which is really important. So when students are in class, I really want them to participate, to use the opportunities to talk. And instead of doing presentations in front of the whole class, which might not really work in Zoom, we're going to be recording our presentations in Flipgrid and then sharing them with our class. So you can expect a lot of extended talk time in those Flipgrids so that students have that opportunity to present on topics that are interesting to them. Even though we're in a virtual environment, we're still going to be doing a lot of writing in notebooks, which I will help the students organize. Their notebooks, which they all should have by now, should have a table of contents, their pages all numbered and organized. This is the only thing that they have done so far, basically, is to organize them, and all students should have them by now. So if you could just verify that they have one that is being used exclusively for this class and that they're not writing their science or math notes in here, as they will be turned in to me when we return to in-person instruction. Homework is going to be assigned 2 to 3 times, especially on those days where I'm not seeing them in person. And it's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes at most, because I understand that everybody is assigning homework on those off days. So I do want to make sure that I'm trying to keep it manageable. Unless there's a project, it really should be about 15 to 20 minutes. It might be a writing assignment or watching a video or taking notes or something like that. I also expect that students in the dual immersion program are reading 2 to 3 times a week on their own and just maintaining this habit of reading. I am making Epic books available to students this year, the free version, if students want to access some books online, or they can read anything that they already have as long as it's in Spanish. And of course, all work in this class must be completed in Spanish. Tutoring is going to be available at 1:15 to 4 o'clock every Tuesday and Thursday. There will be a schedule that says that tutoring is happening on a period-by-period basis per day. This is not the case for myself. I will be teaching another class in the 1:15 to 3 time slot here at Clifton, so I need to be available for that, and for that reason I will not be available on Mondays and Wednesdays, but I'll be happy to meet with any student as needed from 1:15 to 4 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. In order to access that Zoom link, students just need to look in the Google Classroom in the same place where they access their regular class link. There's not much more I want to cover except to welcome you if you're new to Clifton, and if you're not new, to welcome you back. I'm here to support you in any way that you need. My contact information is on the screen, and you can also reach me at Parent Square. I'm looking forward to this year and to getting to know your students. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and a great school year.